All right, so get this. We're diving into a research paper today. It's about something called agent laboratory. Imagine like an AI, but it acts like a research assistant, like going through tons of information, even like running experiments. It's like a super powered research sidekick for scientific discovery.
Yeah, what's really exciting is how this agent laboratory, it aims to kind of like revolutionize research
Mm.
by automating like the whole process
Yeah.
from, reviewing existing studies all the way to like doing the experiments and even writing the final report.
Yeah, like having an AI PhD student, that never sleeps
Right.
at your like fingertips. Now, the paper itself is pretty dense, but we're going to extract the like juicy bits, what it does, how well it works, and what it could mean for the future of research.
You can think of it as a crash course in a potential game changer, especially for like independent researchers or those
Yeah.
working with like limited resources.
Exactly. So let's break down how Agent Laboratory works. The researchers, they designed it as a three-stage process. So it begins with a literature review, where the AI, it goes through mountains of academic papers to like find the most relevant information for a specific research question.
Like having an AI that just devours
Yeah.
those super lengthy like academic journals and just neatly summarizes the key findings for you. No more endless hours lost in the library stacks.
Right. Then comes the experimentation phase, and this is where things get really cool. Agent Laboratory can actually like team up with you
Yeah.
to design and run experiments. It can handle the coding, prepare the data, even help interpret the results.
Wow.
Yeah.
Imagine having like an AI lab partner that never sleeps,
Yep.
crunches numbers with like lightning speed, and doesn't mind doing those like repetitive tasks.
It's almost too good to be true, but hold on, there's more.
Yeah.
The researchers designed Agent Laboratory to work in two distinct modes, autonomous and co-pilot.
Okay. So in autonomous mode,
Mhm.
the AI takes the reins and runs the entire research project, like independently, based
Yeah.
on that initial research idea. It's like setting a brilliant foodie soup. But independent researcher loose on a problem.
And then there's co-pilot mode, where you can like provide feedback at every stage, guiding the research in the direction you want.
Right.
So it's more of a like collaborative approach.
Exactly. And the researchers found
Sure.
that this co-pilot mode generally led to like better research outcomes. It seems that even with, sophisticated AI, human guidance and intuition still play a crucial role.
So we're not ready to like hand over the keys to the lab just yet. Which brings us to like the big question. How well does Agent Laboratory actually perform? Like, did it actually produce any like groundbreaking research papers?
Well, they tested it with different large language models,
Yeah.
serving as like the brains of the system. They have human experts assess the quality
Mhm.
of the papers generated.
All right, spill the beans. What were the results?
The findings were pretty interesting. One of the newer language models, it's called O1 Preview.
Hmm.
It produced papers that researchers found like the most useful overall. But another model, O1 Mini, actually generated
Yeah.
the best experimental results.
So like different models have their own strengths, but were any of them like perfect, or were there still some wrinkles to iron out?
You're right. None of them were like flawless. There were some gaps in clarity and soundness, meaning the papers weren't always
Yeah.
perfectly written
Mm.
or didn't fully support their claims. And this was especially noticeable in autonomous mode, which kind of underscores the importance of human feedback in the process.
That makes me think about how they like evaluated those papers. They actually used an AI reviewer to like score them. Did the AI reviewer and the human reviewers see eye to eye?
On
Wait.
what makes a good research paper? That's a great question.
Yeah.
And it highlights like one of the most intriguing aspects of the study. There's like a significant difference between the automated scores and the human judgments. The AI reviewer tended to be a bit more generous, shall we say, while the human reviewers were more discerning in their assessments.
So even judging the quality of research is something that requires like human nuance and expertise. Who knew? But wait, there's more. They also looked at the cost and efficiency of this whole process. Because what's the point of AI-driven research if it costs a fortune and takes forever, right?
Well, you'll be pleased to hear that Agent Laboratory was surprisingly affordable. Using one particular language model, it cost a mere $2.33 to generate an entire research paper.
Seriously, that's less than my morning coffee. Talk about making research accessible to everyone. This could be a real game changer for like smaller research teams or those on a tight budget.
And in terms of speed, well, remember, we're talking about a system that handles the entire research process. Using that same language model, Agent Laboratory was about like 3 times faster than some of the other models they
It's
tested.
fast, it's affordable. But what about the actual quality of the work itself? Agent Laboratory seems to have, like, a secret weapon, something called model solver.
Ah, yes, Nail Solver. This is a core component of Agent Laboratory, and it's designed to, like, tackle the
Yeah.
nitty-gritty of solving machine learning problems. The researchers tested it on a set of real-world challenges, and guess what?
Don't leave me hanging. What happened?
Agent Laboratory consistently outperformed the competition. They even used the term gold medals to describe its performance on some tasks. It really showcases the potential of this technology to not only assist research, but also, like, potentially surpass human capabilities.
In certain areas. But as with any powerful tool, there are some challenges that need to be addressed. You're right. The researchers did point out some, like, limitations and potential concerns. One thing that stood out was that some of the language models occasionally produced fabricated experimental results.
Yes, this is the hallucination issue that's been popping up with some of these large language models. It's like the AI is, making up data, which is a big no-no in science. This really highlights the need to carefully scrutinize any AI-generated output. We can't just blindly trust what the machine tells us.
Absolutely. We need to keep our critical thinking hats on. Even when working with these powerful AI tools, it's like having,
Yeah.
a super smart research assistant, but you still need to, like, double check their work, make sure it makes sense. Now, thinking about all this, what parts of Agent Laboratory stood out to you, as especially, like, relevant to your own
Honestly, the speed and affordability, they're mind-blowing. I can see how this could be, like,
Yeah.
revolutionary for, smaller research teams or individuals working with limited budgets. It's like suddenly having a whole team of, like research assistants without the overhead.
Right. It's incredibly democratizing. And the way Agent Laboratory, like, mimics the traditional research process is fascinating.
It's not just spitting out, like,
Yeah.
random code. It actually goes through the steps.
Yeah.
A human researcher would, like formulating a plan, preparing the data, interpreting results. It's like a miniature scientist in a box.
Totally. They even built in a mechanism for the AI to, like,
Yeah.
reflect on its work and learn from its mistakes, much like, a human researcher would. They call it self-reflection. And it's key to the system's ability to constantly improve.
So it's like learning and evolving as it goes. Now, this research is still, in its early stages, and there are definitely some limitations to consider. For example, remember how we talked about the hallucination issue,
Right.
where the AI sometimes fabricated
Yeah.
experimental results?
Yeah, that's a bit concerning. It reminds us that these models, as advanced as they are still just, like, very sophisticated pattern measures. They don't always fully grasp the underlying, like, concepts or principles.
But exactly. That's where, like, human oversight becomes so crucial. We need to be able to, catch those instances.
Yeah.
And make sure the AI is, like, grounded in reality.
And then there's that incredible model solver component that, like, blew the competition out of the water on those real-world machine learning challenges.
Oh, yes. That was impressive, those challenges. There were pulls from a benchmark called MLE bench, which is designed to, like, test how well AI systems can tackle real-world machine learning problems. These included, like, tasks like natural language processing, image classification, and predicting outcomes based on, like, complex data sets.
Essentially, they were testing how well these AI systems can do the kind of work that, human data scientists and machine learning engineers do every day.
Right, an Agent Laboratory aced it. It consistently outscored systems from, like, Google, Microsoft, and other top research labs. It's a testament to their approach, combining,
Multiple AI agents.
with human guidance.
It really does make you wonder, what other problems, like, Agent Laboratory could tackle? Could it be used to, like, develop new drugs, design more efficient energy systems, or even help us unlock the secrets of the universe? The possibilities seem endless.
Now you're thinking big. That's the beauty of this kind of research. It opens up a whole new, like, realm of possibilities.
Yeah.
And challenges us to, like, think more boldly. We're not talking about, like, small, incremental improvements. We're talking about a potential, paradigm shift in how we approach scientific discovery.
So what does all this mean for, like, the average person who isn't a scientist or an engineer? How could Agent Laboratory impact their lives?
It's the million-dollar question, isn't it? It's hard to, like, predict the long-term impact of this technology. But one thing is clear. It has the potential to dramatically accelerate scientific discovery across, numerous fields. This could lead to, like, breakthroughs in medicine, energy, material science, and countless other areas that directly impact our lives.
Imagine a world where, like, Diseases are cured faster. Clean energy is, more readily available. And new technologies emerge at a mind-boggling pace. That's the kind of future Agent Laboratory could help us create.
A future brimming with, like, potential.
But let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Right.
This research is still in its early stages, and there are real-world-like considerations to keep in mind. What are your thoughts on that?
You're right. While the potential, like, benefits are huge, we also have to be realistic about potential challenges. What happens, for instance, if AI starts taking over tasks traditionally done by, human researchers, will lead to shifts in the job market or require us to rethink the nature of work itself.
Those are important questions. As AI becomes, increasingly sophisticated, we'll need to adapt. It may require us to rethink the role of education and training, ensuring people are equipped to thrive in a world where AI is a more prominent player. In various fields, it's like we're standing at the edge of a new era. And it's wow, both exhilarating and a bit daunting. We have this incredible, technology with the potential to, revolutionize how we do science. But it also forces us to ask some fundamental questions about the future of work and how we adapt to these rapid advancements.
Absolutely. It's a pivotal moment.
Yeah.
As we move forward with LLM, developing and integrating AI in various aspects of our lives, we need to have those crucial conversations.
Yeah.
Conversations about, how to harness this technology responsibly, about the potential, societal impacts, and how we can ensure it benefits humanity as a whole.
Well said. So to bring it back to our listener, let's recap what we've learned.
About Agent Laboratory so far.
Yeah, Agent Laboratory is a powerful new AI framework that can potentially automate the entire research process from start to finish. It's surprisingly affordable, remarkably efficient, and is already showing signs of, surpassing existing AI systems in its capabilities. But it's not a perfect system. Yeah. It still has limitations, like those hallucinations we discussed. And it requires, careful human oversight to ensure, responsible and effective use.
Exactly. Human researchers are still essential to, guide the process, interpret the results, and ensure the AI is being used, ethically and effectively. It's a powerful tool, but it's still a tool that needs human guidance.
Right. So it's not about replacing human researchers. It's about augmenting their abilities, freeing them from, tedious tasks so they can focus on more
creative and strategic aspects of scientific inquiry.
Precisely. It's about empowering researchers to achieve even more, to push the boundaries of scientific discovery further than ever before.
And that brings us to the truly mind-blowing part, Agent Laboratory's potential impact on the future of, scientific discovery itself.
It's like we're standing on the cusp of a, scientific renaissance.
Yeah.
With AI as our, powerful new ally.
Yeah.
But it makes you wonder, though, if, certain elements of scientific intuition might be lost in, a purely AI-driven research process. After all, some of the most significant discoveries throughout history, they've come from those,
unexpected insights.
those moments of brilliance that can't always be predicted or programmed.
That's a crucial point. It's that human ingenuity, the ability to connect seemingly unrelated ideas. And, think outside the box. That has often propelled scientific progress. The question is, can an AI truly replicate that spark of creativity?
Right. Or will we need to find new ways to nurture that human element, even as, AI takes on a larger role in research?
Exactly. It's not about replacing human researchers. It's about finding the right balance.
Yeah.
Figuring out how to harness the power of AI while preserving those essential elements of human insight and creativity.
This brings us back to you. Think about your own research for a moment. Where do you see the potential for Agent Laboratory to enhance your work? What aspects would you be most comfortable delegating to an AI? And where would you want to maintain direct human touch?
Well, it's an intriguing thought experiment, isn't it? Imagining how this technology could reshape your research process, free up your time for those, more strategic, higher level thinking tasks. Perhaps Agent Laboratory could be that, extra pair of hands, helping you delve deeper into the literature, explore different experimental designs, or even generate
preliminary drafts
of your findings.
And yet, I'm sure there are areas where you'd want to maintain full control. Those aspects of your research that require your unique expertise. an understanding of the nuances of your field. It's about finding that, like, sweet spot right. Using AI to amplify our abilities without losing, the
Yeah.
core of what makes human research so valuable.
Absolutely. It's about empowerment, not replacement. It's about using AI to, push the boundaries of what's possible while retaining the human element that drives, curiosity, innovation,
Yeah.
and critical thinking.
It's almost like Agent Laboratory
Mm.
is prompting us to redefine what it means to, like, do science. Are we moving towards a future where researchers are more like, conductors orchestrating a symphony of AI agents to,
Yeah.
explore new frontiers of knowledge?
That's a fantastic analogy, and it raises a fascinating question. What happens to those aha moments, those unexpected discoveries that often emerge from, hands-on trial and error aspects of research? Can an AI truly capture that element of serendipity?
It really makes you wonder if there's, something unique about human intuition and those flashes of insight that might be, difficult to replicate in a purely AI-driven process.
It's a question that will continue to unfold as AI becomes more, integrated into the research process. But for now, Agent Laboratory offers a glimpse into the, exciting possibilities, the potential for a future where AI and human intelligence collaborate to accelerate scientific discovery and tackle some of the world's most, pressing challenges. It's like we're witnessing the dawn of a new era in scientific exploration, one where the boundaries between, human and artificial intelligence become, increasingly blurred, and the potential for groundbreaking discoveries seems limitless. But as with any, powerful tool, it's crucial to proceed thoughtfully, considering not just the possibilities, but also, the potential implications of this rapidly evolving technology. You've hit the nail on the head. As we embrace the potential of AI to transform scientific research, we must also engage in, thoughtful conversations about its responsible development and deployment, ensuring that it ultimately benefits humanity as a whole.
Well said. And on that note, I think it's time to wrap up this deep dive into Agent Laboratory. We've covered a lot of ground today, from the technical details of this groundbreaking AI system to its potential impact on the future of, scientific discovery itself.
It's been a fascinating journey exploring the possibilities and pondering those, profound questions that arise when we consider the convergence of human and artificial intelligence in the realm of scientific inquiry.
Absolutely. And to our listeners, we leave you with one final thought to consider: if AI becomes, this adept at conducting scientific research, what does it truly mean to, discover something? Is it still a discovery if an AI system, a significant role? Or does it redefine our, understanding of the scientific process itself? Something to ponder as we navigate this uncharted territory and continue to push the boundaries
Of human knowledge